This is KGW News at Sunrise.
Rain is creating some slick conditions in the Portland metro area this morning. This is a live look at satellite radar coming up this morning. The latest forecast and a look at when that rain will taper off.
And yeah, it's rain here in the valley, but snow coming down. Look at that in the Cascades. This is a look at Government Camp, I believe, is where our Drew Carney is this morning. He'll have a live report here soon, but if you're heading up to the mountain, definitely be prepared. The drive won't necessarily be an easy one. We'll check in with Drew for a full update in just a minute.
There are big fat flakes to look at, and the weather definitely causing at least one school delay this morning. So we want families to know we've heard from the Mill A district. It's opening 2 hours late today. If and when other schools make the call, we'll certainly let you know. You can find that information scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Also, some power outages to tell you about. Right now, Portland General Electric is reporting almost 12,000 customers affected. Pacific Power is reporting about 3,500, and Clark Public Utilities just under 500.
Good Wednesday morning to you. Thank you for waking up with us. Gosh, lots of weather to track this morning. And Rod, I'm sure you could take all the time for weather.
Oh, it's exciting, isn't it? So we did, in fact, have winds gusting for several hours, 35, 40 miles per hour overnight. Probably the main reason I'm assuming we've had some power outages. All of that is going to be calming down rather quickly as we march through this 5 o'clock hour. So we're on the back edge of the storm front. You can see it's scattered showers in Astoria with a westerly wind, so the front has cleared the coast there. The heaviest of the rain rates, I think, are now over for the I-5 corridor, but a lot of ponding on water. You know, it's been a difficult drive over the last several hours coming into the city. The snow level actually went as high overnight. Now, the gorge, it's snowing, but outside of the gorge, the snow level did go as high as 3,500 feet. So it's been all rain over the coast range. It's 40 degrees on the summit elevations on Highway 26 that direction. It's all rain and sandy where temperatures have been in the mid 40s overnight there after seeing that dab of snow yesterday. Here are the numbers I'm talking about. Remember, we expected this. We expected to wake up at 40 or better this morning, and that's right where we are. 45 Portland, 45 degrees in Salem. The winds, Aurora was gusting to 41, so already calming down and turning a bit more to the southwest there. Still gusting to 36 in Troutdale. Again, that's going to be calming in the next hour. We're actually at 47 right now. We'll spend most of the day between 40 and 44 as this rain in the coming hour or two continues to break up somewhat. The gorge, you folks could have all rain as early as 9 o'clock this morning as that storm front moves through your area. Drew Carney, despite his number of years in the business, decided to go up to government camp today. Good morning, sir.
Hey, let's not lay this all on me, Rod. We had a discussion after the show yesterday, you and I did, and this was your vision. You thought it would be great television to have me standing outside in the middle of a major winter storm 3 weeks before winter actually arrived. So here I am with Eric Patterson, our Sunrise photographer, behind the camera this morning. We are at government camp where the snow is obviously falling. This will be the last time this morning, Rob, by the way, that you see me without a hat on. But I thought that the snow would show up well on my black head of hair. So snow falling. It also looks good when you see it falling in the light behind me this morning. I will say we left the station at about 3:15 downtown Portland. Making our way up here, conditions were actually worse as far as driving goes in the city and through Sandy, where it was very windy this morning. The rain fell extremely hard. Those windshield wipers on our news vehicle going as fast as they possibly could. Now that we're up here in government camp, conditions actually not as bad as they were yesterday. The temperature right now, just around the freezing mark. But as Rod mentioned, conditions are expected to deteriorate, for lack of a better word, here today. The temperature will be going down, the snow levels will be picking up, and we are basically in the middle of what is round 2 of a major blast of winter weather here. The first round happened Sunday into Monday, this again being round 2, which is great news for the ski resorts. And we'll have more on the opening of Mount Hood Meadows yesterday coming up here in about 15 minutes. That is it for now. Christine and Brenda, as the snow falls down on our head this morning, I say back to you in the studio.
You little snow bunny, you better put that hood up. You're going to get cold. Drew, we'll be talking to you later. Thank you. Walk off. All right, look at this snow falling in the gorge this morning. We did have a crew up in Hood River last night, and this is what I-84 looked like on the drive home.
It is actually the first snowfall of the season out there, and our Alma McCarty caught up with some people who are really excited about it.
Amid the holiday lights and festive decorations, the first snowfall of the season comes as a welcome sight.
I love it. I love having the snow. It's so fun, and it really just brings everyone in the spirit.
Such great weather. I mean, I'm enjoying every moment of it. I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, this is a blessing.
I'm going to take it as a sign for a great season up at Mount Hood.
Despite the winter storm warning on Tuesday afternoon from the National Weather Service and less than ideal driving conditions on Interstate 84, visitors and residents in Hood River found the snow more delightful than dreary, especially Steve and Stephanie Yu, visiting Oregon for their 25th anniversary from Orange County.
I can tell.
Yeah. We're not used to wearing warm clothes. This is, I think, the only jacket I have that's warm.
It feels a little early for snow for me, but then what do I know? I'm from California, right? Something different, something lovely.
Locals like Patricia Martin Bunch, used to driving in this weather, say it's all about patience and being equipped with the right gear to handle it.
You just got to have a vehicle that has some really good tires and drive slowly and be patient.
Those still in school, like Caroline Greenleaf and Dizzy Revere, much prefer this to cold rain. And they like the potential for a possible snow day.
Go outside, don't be afraid of it. So many people are scared of the cold, and I get it's cold, but it's fun.
I love playing in the snow with my dogs and going on walks. That's really pretty. I like doing snowball fights with my mom and making snowmen if there's a lot.
Maybe all this will eventually get old this winter, but for now, they're hoping the snow doesn't stop.
Keep praying for more. Just keep praying for more. Let it keep coming.
In Hood River, Alma McCarty, KGW News.
Okay, weather is all we're talking this morning. So if you've got snow on the ground, or maybe you decided to take a trip to the mountain, send us some photos. We want to see them. You have to just text them to the number on your screen, 503-226-5088. We'll share some of them coming up in the 6 o'clock hour of sunrise.
Other headlines we're tracking for you this morning. Portland City Council will meet at 9:30 to discuss how to pay for the mayor's plan to fight homelessness here. It has 5 parts, and commissioners passed it earlier this month. They had to tweak the city budget a little bit to pay for everything. The final vote to adopt that revised budget is scheduled for today. We'll let you know what happens. Joe Kent wants a recount, and he tweeted that last night he's going to file for one in the next few days. He's the Republican from Southwest Washington who ran for a seat in the state's 3rd congressional district. He lost to Democrat Marie Gluesenkamp Perez by just 2,600 votes. That's 0.8%. But to trigger an automatic recount, the difference needs to be within half a percentage point. Kent promises to accept the results of the election, but he says he wants to make sure the final count is as accurate as possible. And the city of Portland has cleared this large homeless camp in the St. John's neighborhood. It's right off North Columbia Boulevard. PBOT crews removed vehicles from the camp. Some of them were stolen. This is the site, by the way, that was charging campers rent to illegally squat on government-owned property. And those are some of your Wednesday morning headlines.
And take a look at this. It is the latest video. Wow, look at that, of the Mauna Loa eruption in Hawaii. Officials say there is no current threat to any homes or communities, but the lava flow is heading toward a major highway, which would cause major disruptions on the island. We talked to a local woman who's witnessing all of it for herself during her vacation. These are her photos. Maggie Klein is from Beaverton. She is staying in a hotel on the Big Island. She says it's been a surreal experience, especially because the last time the volcano erupted was back in 1984.
This is a special place, but it does add just that special memory being here at the time of an eruption, particularly such a historic event after so many decades of no eruption activity.
Right now, there are no mandatory evacuations, but the ash is affecting air quality.
And lots of people at this time of the year, they travel to Hawaii to get away from the cold weather that we're having.
It's fascinating, though. Totally I'm going to say natural because I can't think of another word, but the Big Island continues to get larger.
Yes.
There's a brand new island that they figured out when it's going to start poking above the water. And of course, the older island, Kauai, is getting smaller. As am I, the doctor tells me when they measure my height. Here's a look at the cameras up in the Coast Range. We'll get you prepared to travel out the door if you're leaving early. This temperature is going down. It was in the 40s. Now it's down to 39 degrees, but that's been a rainy night in the Coast Range. Snow could be falling at that elevation, though, just a little bit later this morning, say by 10 o'clock. So FYI on that. Of course, it's snow covered up in the Cascades. Government Camp, not terribly cold. It's 32 degrees. Snow level did bounce up to 3,500 feet, but it'll be coming back down later today. And out in the gorge, tough to tell from the Multnomah Falls parking lot camera, but this one's lit up pretty well. Cascade Locks, snow alongside the road. Looks kind of slushy. I think temperatures along 84, when I've been able to see them reported, have been right around 32 degrees. And here's the update on the active warnings that we have today. So the winter storm warning for the Cascades is now up through 10 o'clock this evening. Total from the storm still expected to be around 2 feet. They're already over a foot up at Timberlines. I think they'll make that 2-foot mark. Winter storm warning for the coast. This begins because it was rain. It begins at 10 o'clock this morning and goes through the afternoon hours. And it could be accumulating snow eventually down to about 1,000 feet, maybe a little bit lower than that. Kind of guesswork right here on the snow levels in the Coast Range later today. Gorge will be changing to rain through mid-morning, so that will end your wintry event. National Weather Service reporting site has 5 inches on the ground in Hood River, by the way. Valley scattered snow shower dustings tonight. Still a potential in scattered locations. We could get some sticking snow overnight tonight here at the lowest elevations. Radar right now, snowing in the gorge, the Cascades. Still rain until you get way up high in the Coast Range. The coast is starting to dry out somewhat with scattered precipitation there. And the heaviest of the rain rates, it looks like, have ended here in the valley. We're at 47 in Portland. This is the warmest part of our day here on the west side. Temperatures will be anywhere from about 41 to 43, 44 much of the day. Futurecast is 7 o'clock. Now we're getting in the heart of the morning commute. The front is well past. We're getting more into scattered shower activity going into the evening. Some of those showers today will be heavy. Here's our 7-day. Don't forget, possible dustings tonight. 34 in the city, we think, 42 in the afternoon tomorrow. And then Friday morning looks pretty dry to start, but then it's steady rain in the afternoon into the night. And then right now, Sunday still looks dry. I have a lot more to talk about. A lot more to talk about. The list is huge. That's coming up.
Rod, thank you. I'm ready for some snowflakes here in town. Seeing what we're seeing up in the Cascades.
Whoa, look at that.
I'm not saying we have to go this crazy, but this is a live picture from Eric Patterson. Drew Carney is up there with him this morning, and the snow is coming down. It's going to continue all day long. We'll have more from Drew and company at Government Camp when we come back.